This is Captain Truce speaking from a service road in Latham where the office lights stay on after midnight and nobody asks why a therapist parking lot has out-of-state plates. You ever notice how the powerful never call it an interrogation? They call it a review. They call it an intake. They call it a conversation. They put the bad news in a folder, they put the folder in a briefcase, and put the briefcase in a room with soft chairs so you forget you're being weighed. Something came into the Capital District tonight wearing professional shoes and carrying questions sharp enough to cut glass. Not a cop, not a judge, worse, a consultant with permission. And when systems get scared, they don't scream, they schedule appointments. And the land, well, the land remembers. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Capital District After Dark, our Vampire the Masquerade actual play here on Twitch. How is everyone doing? Thank you for the gift subscriptions. I appreciate you so very much. We are joined by a very special guest today who we'll be introducing momentarily. But we're going to go down our list of friends. They're going to tell us who they are and who they're playing. We're going to start with Nachi. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you're playing.
Hey everyone, I'm Nachi, and I'm playing Anya, and she's your favorite Toreador's favorite Toreador.
Excellent. Davey.
Hello everybody, I'm Davey, and I'll be playing Connor, the Banu Hakim hacktivist.
Joshi.
I'm just Joshi, and I'm playing Zero the Nosferatu.
Drew.
I'm Drew, and I will be playing Oliver, nobody's favorite Lasombra.
Nerd at Art.
Hi, everyone. I am Nerd at Art, or Chelsea, and I am here playing Cat Riot Rourke, who is very, very Bruja.
Murta.
Hello, I'm Marta. I'm playing Lily Bay, the Tremere, and nobody ever gets my last name right.
And we are joined.
Was it?
We are what day was it? We are joined today by Gema Revan. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you're playing, and tell us where we can find you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gema Revan. You can call me Yen. You can find me on Twitch as Gema Revan. Tonight, I am playing Dr. Deborah McCain. And that's about it.
Excellent. We're going to get started with our system logistics before we jump right into game. As you'll notice, everyone has their hunger is set at 2 or 3, depending on who they are. And I'm going to ask first we're going to start with Connor. Connor, you're at hunger 3. Would you like to feed this evening before your interview with the Archon?
I really do think I should try.
Excellent. So why don't you make me a dexterity plus stealth Sandman roll. Difficulty 5.
Dexterity plus stealth with my break-in specialty is 7 dice. It's not bad, but it's hard out there these days. Okay. So that is would be a bestial failure, but it could be a messy critical. So I'm going to re-roll 3 of those.
3 of those dice. Let's go.
I don't know which is worse in this situation. I don't think there's a way I can get away without killing somebody, is there, on that roll?
Well, a bestial failure does not necessarily mean you've killed someone. It means you failed to act in a bestial manner. So you might not kill anybody, but you will definitely be caught.
Please don't violate the Masquerade on the way to the hearing about us violating the Masquerade.
Yeah, I think I'd rather actually kill somebody than that happen. Oh, well, it doesn't matter, so.
It doesn't matter. So,
that was a beautiful night for breaking the Masquerade.
Your compulsion
the werewolves
comes into
took all
effect.
of the good rolls.
So, yes. So, first of all, your compulsion comes into play. That is step 1. So, affect your Banu Hakim compulsion, and you attempt to feed, and you're having a hard time doing so. You're not used to the location. You've moved from Rotterdam to Albany. You're traveling by e-bike. You're not used to the rhythm and flow of your new neighborhood. And when you're trying to feed, you look up and there is a drone floating just above you, and it catches you. And you get this feeling of injustice that's just been done to you. You have been violated by someone else's surveillance toy. You do not feed. Your compulsion will be active for your scene with the Archon, and you will be at hunger 3. What would you like your desire to be? Your desire last week was to keep out of trouble. You did keep out of trouble.
I mean, I was already in trouble, unbeknownst to me, so I'll take that as a win. I didn't get any more trouble. For this this session, my desire will be to get through the interview without incriminating myself.
Okay, so excellent. 0, you're at hunger 2. Do you even wish to feed this evening?
No, I'm gonna ride it safe.
Excellent. So your desire last week is figure out how infiltrated the Sabbat is into the Camarilla. Do you feel like you got any information regarding that?
I mean, I got a lead. I don't think I figured it out all the way, but I got some information.
Would you like to keep the same desire then and keep working on that same information?
No, I'm going to make my desire to make myself look good in front of the Archon.
I like that. That's a good one. Oliver, Grim Reaper, you are at hunger 3. Are you going to use your herd, or are you going to feed or hunt?
Do herd.
How much are you going to use?
Just one.
Just one to bring yourself to hunger. Okay, gotcha. We'll bring you down to hunger 2. Okay, and what do your desire last week was take your foot off the gas and show a steady approach toward the Camarilla. How do you think you did?
Thought he did very well. There were a few instances where I really wanted him to go forward and push hard, and he bid his time to wait for his turn to speak to people that he needed to speak to.
All right, what would you like your new desire to be?
Do not make enemies with the Archon.
Do not make enemies. The Archon. Got it. Lily. No, I'm sorry. Cat was next. Cat. You do not need. You are hunger 3. You're an alley cat. Do you wish to hunt?
I do.
All right. So you will make a wits plus streetwise or strength plus brawl.
Wits plus streetwise, because Kat has developed a new feeding pattern. She is specifically searching out drug dealers that she can beat up and knock unconscious and then feed off of.
Right. So wits plus streetwise, difficulty 5.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll 3.
Okay, reroll 3 of those.
And I do not find a drug dealer to feed off of tonight.
You do not. You do not find the drug dealer, so you'll be going into your interview at hunger 3. Lily.
I'm gonna be boring. I use her
Use herd. Excellent.
and drop
And-
myself to 1.
Drop yourself to 1. And before I continue with you, Lily, I forgot your desire. What do you want your desire to be? You wanted to cause no problems last week. You didn't cause any problems.
It seems like I didn't cause any problems, so that's good. I would like to once again not cause any problems with the Archon.
All right, Lily, your desire? Well, last week was to attend the Camarilla event without embarrassing yourself. You did not embarrass yourself last week. At least I don't believe you did until the box was wheeled out. But you did pretty good.
I want to be seen as not guilty. I don't know what the charge is, but I plead not guilty.
Tina's not guilty. Excellent. And Anya, you're at Hunger 2. Are you going to feed? Or are you going to go with Hunger 2 to your interview?
I am using my one dot in her to save myself.
Excellent. Okay. You'll be bringing yourself down to 1. And you did the same as well, correct, Lily? You brought yourself down to
Yes.
1? Yes. Okay. Excellent. When your desire last week was to make your words sting, assert that a threat is real. So did you think you made your words sting?
I believe I made them mean something.
You did. You absolutely did. You'll get your willpower back for sure. What would you like your desire to be this week?
To stay pretty rich and popular.
Stay pretty
Because I'm
rich and
scared for
popular.
my life.
Excellent. All right. So we're gonna begin game. The office park sits off the road like it was designed to be forgotten. Low brick buildings, trim shrubs, clean windows, and parking lot lamps bright enough to make every car look suspicious. Most of the signs are for dentists, accountants, insurance agencies, and counseling practices with names meant to soothe people before they're billed. Tonight, one suite has its blinds drawn and its waiting room light on. A woman at the front desk does not ask your name because she already has it printed on the clipboard. Down the hall behind a closed door, Dr. Deborah McCain is reviewing a file thin enough to be insulting and organized enough to be dangerous. You've each been called to this business park in Latham to be interviewed by the Archon. You know the purpose of why you're here. You've been told when to be here. Who arrives first?
Oliver.
I will arrive close second because I'm feeling very anxious about this.
I will
That would be
arrive
late,
whenever.
but not late enough to
after.
be rude.
Yeah. I just want to arrive whenever I'd be able to after my practice is done. So that I might not be one of the very first to be there.
Or since
Well,
you
I
have
don't
the ch-
think that I'm
Oh,
late,
sorry.
but I
Sorry,
do
Zero.
think that I arrive on time.
Time. Excellent. I'm sorry, Oliver. You are the first to arrive, and you are the first in order. So if you just give me one moment while my stream deck catches up, because it's being slow today, we will get this going for us. All right, here we go. Oliver, the room has been arranged to make confrontation feel voluntary. 2 chairs, 1 table, a lamp with a warm shade, no religious symbols, no diplomas, no visible camera, nothing on the walls that would tell you what kind of room this was before tonight. Except now the entire room has been sealed in plastic. Clear sheeting covers the floor wall to wall, taped down in overlapping seams that catch the lamplight like wet skin. More plastic hangs over the walls in long interval sheets, stapled and taped around the outlets. The baseboards, the framed watercolor print left underneath like a trapped memory. The ceiling has been covered too, loose enough to sag slightly between the tiles. Every breath makes it shift almost imperceptibly. Every movement in the room produces a soft crinkle, a whispering sound too much like someone trying not to move. Only 2 chairs are bare. Dr. McCain stands when you enter, not out of deference, but because she wants you to notice exactly how little ceremony she needs. She does not comment on the plastic. She does not explain whether it's evidence contamination, ritual precaution, or cleanup. Your file already open on the wrap desk. Top page has your name, plan, and 3 lines underlined but once. I now hand the floor to Dr. McCain.
Sit. We are going to establish procedure before anyone mistakes this for a conversation. Mr. Davies, I am not here to decide whether ambition is a crime. If it were, this domain would be empty. I am here to determine who has learned how to use yours. I have been told you described Father Cruz's sermon as meaningful. What precisely did you mean by that?
Oliver walks in to the room, buttoning his sports coat as he does so, taking the seat at Dr. McCain, and sits very still, very rigid. I have not had the opportunity to speak to many of my own clan, and during the reference that he gives to certain subjects and topics made me feel like I had a better understanding of my clan.
When the prince asked whether you were a climber, why did you answer that you belonged in the ivory tower?
My sire is the keeper of Elysium. My clan, a good portion of them, left Sabbat, recognizing that it was a fool's errand, and humbled themselves to bend the knee, do what needed to be done to join the ivory tower. It's simply where I belong. I'm a high clan, and I've earned it.
How many authorities currently have a claim on your cooperation? Your sire, the prince, Mary O'Reilly, Father Cruz, or your shareholders?
I owe Prince. I owe Mary O'Reilly. I owe above the table said I can't remember who I owe in the other district.
You owe Lucian Devereaux a boon at the Velvet Table.
Lucian Devereaux of the Velvet Table. I don't owe my shareholders anything, for we are private.
If Davies Pharmaceuticals becomes useful to a dangerous party, who would know before you signed anything?
Davies Pharmaceuticals is not just owned by me. I have a partner. My partner would know, and my chief financial officer would know. But I, of course, now under direct orders from the prince himself, make sure to check in with my sire through the Harpies to make sure that I was not stepping out of line now that I am actually acknowledged.
Are you seeking protection for your company, acceptance for yourself, or permission to become powerful?
I will earn being powerful. I've already started down that path and I've worked towards it my whole life. And I will continue to. Don't seek protection. Simply seek to matter, be able to help make some of the biggest decisions that affect us all. Or I think I have a skill set that could help all of us.
Mr. Davies, I do not know yet whether you are useful or if you are compromised. I know you are attractive to people who compromise others. You are dismissed.
Stance, buttoning his jacket. Give a deferential nod to the Archon before turning, walking through the door, down to his car. I'll instruct the driver to...
As you're out walking out the door, out past the receptionist, she stops you. Mr. Davies, please wait until after everyone is done before you leave.
Understood.
Lily
Are there
Bay?
chairs in the lobby?
Yes, there are chairs in the lobby. Lily Bay,
See.
the woman speaks. The doctor will see you next. Lily, you enter the sound of a white noise machine outside the door. A soft mechanical hush that makes the hallway feel further away than it was. Dr. McCain does not look up immediately. She finishes reading one sentence, closes the folder, and places both hands on top of it. I give the scene to Dr. McCain.
Miss Bay.
Yes, madam.
Useful people come often confuse, especially when they believe access is with trust. Sit.
Lily will sit. Her body language is incredibly tense.
I would like to know whether you are confusing access with trust. When you discover an occult risk, who hears it first? Your regent? Your sire? Your coterie? Or the person most likely to reward you?
My clan, which then decides how to appropriately take care of these things, considering that this is normally our place within the Camarilla. I belong to my sire, and he belongs to our regent, and our regent dictates the goings-on of the Tremere in the region, which includes our loyalties, which have always laid with the Camarilla, so I assume that my higher-ups will always make the correct decisions, and I will stand by them.
I have reports of mortal occult chatter around the Helderberg Athenaeum by one Magic Man 58. Which parts of that are harmless vanity And which parts are Masquerade risk?
Lily looks incredibly uncomfortable while shifting around in her chair, and she goes, my ulterior persona is having an internet beef with him. It's part of pretending to be mortal. These guys' ideas have nothing to do with where the truth lies. In fact, I wrote a whole report to my sire about him. I can fax that to you if you would like that.
How many identities do you use? And which of them is permitted to know vampire secrets?
Not all identities that I have, but I used to. One of them is for vampire affairs, and one of them are for mortal affairs. So only the vampire side deals with vampires.
What did you observe at the Church of Cain that made you think the Chantry should know?
I was sent there to report. Therefore, everything that I see is something that Chantry should know. I wrote a report on that too. I can fax it to you.
No need. What is your relationship, if any, to Father Cruz of the Church of Cain?
I stand there awkwardly as a replacement for my sire and my Mala.
The next question I'm going to ask will require a careful answer. Did Elizabeth Maxwell ask you to gather information on Cat Rourke? I am asking about the request, not whether you accepted it.
Lily is stumped on the idea of this requires a careful answer because now she thinks that it's a trick question. So she's gonna answer with whatever Elizabeth Rourke says she has asked of me or not asked of me is the truth, I believe.
Miss Bay, you are useful because you notice patterns. You are dangerous because you want to be thanked for noticing them. You are dismissed. You must sit with the other one.
Lily will take a very performative bow and she will try and get her butt out of that room as fast as possible.
You leave the room and you return to the waiting room. The woman behind the desk stands up. She looks up. She goes, Cat Rourke. Cat Rourke.
Cat stands up, heads to the door. She walks in. Is it just one of those like metal folding chairs?
Oh, it's a comfortable chair. It's just not covered in
Oh, it's-
plastic.
Okay, cool. I was afraid it was gonna be one of those metal folding chairs. So she's just if it's a comfy chair, she's just gonna slouch down in that bitch. She's gonna get real cozy and she's just gonna stare her down, not in the eyes, because she knows what that Ventru tricky shit does, but she's staring at her mouth. And she's just zero expression, just dead eye stare.
Above table, I'm just waiting for that intro.
Hair is too clean for Cat. The carpet has no stains, the table has no scratches, and the air smells faintly of lemon disinfectant over cold coffee. Dr. McCain watched you enter like someone watching a witness decide whether she's going to be difficult before the first question is asked. And I, who totally slipped up for a second, I'll give the seat to Dr. McCain.
There is a page on the paper that is in the one file folder that is in front of Dr. McCain when you walk in. The page reads 2020 in bold. Miss Rourke, I am less interested in whether you dislike Albany than in whether Troy tells the truth when the Masquerade is at risk. In the year 2020, when the Sabbat used the pandemic as cover, what did Troy clean up before Albany could write the story?
Lady, I don't know anything about a cleanup. If you know anything about my involvement with the Sabbat fight, you would know that I was out cold after it.
You have said you frenzied early and woke days later. Who told you what happened in between?
Been filled in a little bit here or there. Wasn't too much to tell from what I understand.
Does Patch Jones maintain order in Troy? Or does he simply make sure Albany cannot prove disorder?
Patch cares more about the Masquerade than pretty much anyone I know. So yes, he keeps order.
And when Velvet Kincaid sends you to observe and report, do you report the truth, the useful truth, or the version that protects Troy?
I report what I see. It's not my job to decide what gets known and what doesn't. It's theirs.
What is your relationship, if any, to Father Cruz of the Church of Cain?
Before you answer that, Kat, I'd like you to make a roll.
But can I roll?
I would like you to make your roll, yes. Resolve plus composure check. Yep. Difficulty 6.
Oh, plus. Oh, God, with 3 hunger. Can I rouse for this?
You can rouse for it if you like. Absolutely.
I would like to rouse for this. I do not get hungrier.
Would you like to spend? Well, it doesn't matter. You really
Doesn't-
can't
I
spend the
can't.
willpower. All
I
right,
can't.
so you are compelled not to speak against. Go ahead. Now you may answer the question.
Just met the guy.
Perhaps you should take care of your present state of mind. Miss Rourke, I am less interested in whether Troy survived 2020 than in what Troy learned it could hide. Go
As far as I
feed.
know, Troy's got nothing to hide.
Interesting. You are dismissed. Go feed.
Sure thing, Doc. She gets up and leaves.
As you leave and you walk out the door, receptionist looks up and says, "Is there a Mr. Zero here? Zero."
Yeah, it's Zero here. It ain't Mister though. And I walk in.
The office. Oh, I'm sorry, I read the wrong one. And we're a little out of order. I apologize. Zero can hear the building before McCain speaks. The hum in the ceiling, the soft machine outside the door, the footsteps moving somewhere behind the drywall, the tiny electrical complaint in the lamp on the table. The office is trying to be harmless, not succeeding. Dr. McCain watches Zero notice the room and then writes one word on her legal pad without showing it. And I give the scene to Dr. McCain.
You may sit if you wish. Although, Zero, I am not asking you to respect the system. I'm asking whether you understand how it eats people.
Well, I guess in truth, there's more than one way to skin a cat, right?
Let us begin with Washington Park. Shall walk around. How many bodies would I find if I asked the sheriff's office to compare recent park deaths against nights when you were active?
How recent?
She will wait.
I guess, 2 in the last couple of weeks?
Okay. Margaret Schuyler contacted you directly recently. Did that make you feel... How did that make you feel? Useful, protected, or exposed?
Well, it did make me feel useful, but not in a safe way. Nothing is safe.
I've been told you went to Hearthlight and then to the edge of Stonegate. What did you see that a court officer would miss?
At Hearthlight? No, I mean, I don't know why a court officer would even be there in the first place. I was in and out to get some information on a guy I'm tracking down. Kid went missing under the overpass, trying to do right by my people. And as far as Stonegate, I didn't get as far as nothing.
When you questioned the value of a harpy's boon in front of the seneschal, were you negotiating, posturing, or demonstrating that you do not understand hierarchy?
Well, to be perfectly frank, I believe I do understand hierarchy. I believe that a seneschal's boon should be worth more than a harpy's boon. Yes, the harpy sets the trends and catalogs the boons and everything, but the seneschal is number 2. The seneschal acts as prince in the absence of the prince, no?
Above table, I don't know. But Dr. McCain knows. And what is your relation?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you go. Sorry.
No. Above the table, Nadine doesn't know.
Above the table, it's a trick question for 0. So you don't even need to answer it.
Fantastic. Thank you. Going back to the table. And what is your relationship, if any, 0, to Father Cruz of the Church of Cain?
Inquisitive. Annoyed. Confused, I guess. I'm mostly just looking for what the Church of Cain is to the Camarilla.
Hmm. 0. I have 3 different kinds of reports about you. One says you are a street-level witness. One says you are an information broker. One says you are a feeding risk with a talent for making bodies look like accidents. Which report should I believe?
Well, I guess it's good that I'm making them look like accidents. I prefer to believe myself as an information broker, but as both of us know, this is not a negotiation or anything of that matter. So, see me as you see me, I suppose.
Zero, contempt is not a method. But tonight, it may be closer to the truth than half the reports I have read. You are dismissed and to wait with the others.
You have my thanks.
As Zero is shown out of the plastic-lined room and passed into the waiting room, the woman stands up. Miss Lebedeva, please.
Yevadova?
Yes, yes. However it is pronounced, yes.
Okay,
oh my!
thank you.
She stops for a notice when she recognizes you. Just down the hall, please.
Okay, I'll quickly grab my gym bag, grab my Stanley Cup, and head to the office where she's at.
The office lighting is kind, but the room still remains coated in plastic, which makes it feel more invasive. It softens the room, smooths the walls, and catches every line of Anya's posture, as if the place itself expects performance. I leave the scene to Dr. McCain.
Miss Lebedeva, please sit.
Okay. Sorry, my attire isn't right for the evening. I just came from practice, but I'm here. I'm here for whatever you need.
People are watching you.
I noticed. Yeah.
Do you understand why?
Yes.
What is your relationship, if any, to Father Cruz of the Church of Cain?
Oh, I barely met the guy. We spoke a little during the announcement the prince made last week. We just exchanged a few words back and forth because, he's a Cainite, I'm a Bahari, so yeah, there was all that jazz. But yeah, I don't know him. I just don't like him for the obvious reasons.
Can you explain the meaning of the written contract you presented to the Harpies recently, and what exactly you meant by blood disco?
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, so I wrote up the contract myself. Being in ballet and all, I'm so used to contracts, it's exhausting. And they did make me a verbal offer the prior week to me delivering that contract. I wanted to make it formal. And I know I was, as they themselves have said it, they were not there to be my friends, they were there to use me. So I just wanted to make sure they were using me the right way. So that's why I wrote up the contract. And, well, the Blood Disco, as I'm sure you're aware of, is an event that usually happens in Chicago among the Bahari. It's a party. Killing isn't allowed. Masquerade breaking isn't allowed. It's just a party to embrace our mother and to embrace our true self. And I basically wanted to show them that the Bahari could be as powerful as the Cainites, basically. I wasn't threatening to break the Masquerade or anything like that.
Did Lux Sinclair or Elizabeth Maxwell ask you to make a public statement about the Bahari?
Yeah, all three of the mean girls did. They wanted me to renounce them publicly and take the Church of Cain as my new religion, basically, which I thought was bullshit, honestly. And that's why in my contract, I'm sure you have it, it's written that I'm not renouncing my faith, and I'll only be attending that weird-ass church if I'm not made to renounce Lilith. So, yeah. And if I get there and it's weird, one of my friends told me they had a body in the ceiling. That's weird. I'm not going there.
Interesting. Do you understand that fame is not cover? It is a tracking system with applause.
I've been understanding that a lot more these past month, I will say. But I'll also say that I love what I do and I want to keep doing it for as long as I can. And I know that if I keep doing it, I'll need to keep my fame. That's why I also put in the contract that I want to keep it as long as it's manageable. And if it ever becomes a problem that can't be solved, no matter what, I'll drop it. I'll get a mask. I'll get a life, a new one. But for now, I'd like to still be a ballerina if I can.
I have reports that you were placed under supervision after a camera risk. What did you learn from that, besides who to blame?
I'm sorry, under the supervision of who? I didn't quite get that. I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
You can breathe.
I know. I'm sorry.
You were placed under supervision after a camera risk.
Yes.
What did you learn from that? Besides who to blame?
That I need to be smart. And that I need to use my tools carefully. And that sometimes my biggest powers, if that is a good word for that, can also be my biggest problem and my biggest issue. So I'm just learning to pace myself and know what I'm doing and taking less risks, especially when feeding. I took care of that. I was also put into supervision for that. And I've been trying just to be good. I just want to be good. I want to be seen for being kind. I don't want to do as Elizabeth and the other two do.
What do you mean by doing good, Miss Lebedeva?
I want to be an example of kindness. I want to be an example of motherhood, as Lilith was to her children.
And when you say you want to prove your worth, to whom are you proving it?
Well, while I was with the Anarchs, I never truly had an opportunity to use my skills for good without being called out for, I don't know, maybe being weak, maybe I'm misinterpreting it, maybe they just thought it was too much of a risk because, as I've been called over and over again, and I'm Alexandra's mistake. My embrace shouldn't have even happened, and that's why we're in this situation. And they were just scared of that. And I needed to prove myself to people who actually believed my skills could be used in a good way, while still recognizing their risks. And I believe that might be the Camarilla. And I've proven myself in a way, but from now on, I think it just depends on how people will see me, and if they'll see me at all.
And you can distinguish the difference between Alexandra's care and Alexandra's agenda.
Yes, I've also spoken to her, and she admitted her wrongs. I admitted my wrongs. But it still hurts why my embrace happened and the way that it happened.
And does Alexandra St. John give you religious instruction, political instruction, or permission to call pain holy?
Well, during my very first year as a Laka, I did a sort of Bible study with her with the book. I'm sure you've heard about the Revelations of the Dark Mother. We've read it together, but she always left it up to me to interpret it in my own way. And the way that I looked at pain was always pain was my life. It is my life. And as I told Alexandra, I don't want to use it as a fuel for revenge or for hate or for bloodshed. I want to use it as a fuel to be myself and to be good for people. I see the motherhood in Lilith. I don't see her rage. Although, I'm sure as a woman you can see why her rage happened. But I don't use it as fuel to bring forth my own rage. I believe I can do much more, as I said, by being good.
And what's your plan specifically for doing good?
As it says so in my contract, Elizabeth should soon make an announcement establishing me as a soon-to-be harpy, and I plan on putting in the efforts to actually becoming one. And I want to be a harpy that people do not fear or do not think. Because let's be honest, Elizabeth thinks she's above everyone else for just everything. And I want to be seen as someone who can understand people's pains and understand what they're going through and give them a mother's chest to cry on and help them. I don't want to be feared. I want to be an example.
Miss Lebedeva, people are not only watching you because you are beautiful. They are watching because you are useful.
So I've heard.
You are dismissed. You may sit with the rest.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you. Oh, I leave.
As you walk out, and the woman stands one final time. Mr. Jimothy? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I mean a Connor. A Mr. Connor.
Here we go then.
Connor's file is the only one with a paperclip holding several pages together. As you enter the plastic-lined room, you are the last. Dr. McCain is waiting for you. She does not hide that. She lets you see the thickness of the file and then closes it before you can read the headings. I now leave the scene to Dr. McCain.
Sit.
All right.
Mr. Murphy, you may be the closest thing this room has to evidence. That is precisely why your method concerns me.
What in particular is concerning you, Doctor?
What is your relationship, if any, to Father Cruz of the Church of Cain?
I have no relationship with Father Cruz. I met him once.
And when you entered Stonegate Systems, what authorization did you believe you were operating under?
I wasn't under the impression that any authorization was required. This was before the prince made his position clear on Stonegate.
Do you understand that revealing the truth about Stonegate to mortals may help Stonegate more than it hurts it?
No, I didn't understand that. Can you explain why that might be?
Above table, Nadine doesn't know.
They, above the table, the Archon doesn't need to explain. That's the good answer.
You have a very interesting attitude, Mr. Murphy.
If you know something, surely sharing it with us on the ground would be helpful. Let us know where we stand.
You had a mortal touchstone taken because of this pattern.
Him?
Mm-hmm. Did that make you more careful or more angry?
I'm not angry.
Interesting.
This place is going to be a problem for us. Simply ignoring it isn't going to help. Sooner or later, one of us is going to be picked up in one of these raids, and what happens to the Masquerade then? Unless, of course, it's us running it in the first place, which I haven't ruled out.
And in your perspective, when you entered Stonegate Systems, did you even think for a moment you could expose yourself to digital intrusion?
I took every precaution, and I thought I got away clean.
And do you think... Actually, no. What do you mean by you thought you got away clean?
It's not the first time I've poked my head in somewhere I shouldn't be looking. There are protocols in place for such things, you know, an exit strategy, you might say. I did everything right. There's something else going on, though.
What can you tell me about Karen Cranford, Dexter Fuller, Hearthlight, and the file named Shells?
Well, Karen is a sweet lady who sees aliens. Dexter Fuller is some grebo that is friends with my buddy Zero. And a file named Shells. I don't know of any file on them, but I know the company. They're into... Just say they have some shady associations.
Where is your evidence stored of your findings? And who can find it if you are taken?
Come on, that's a trade secret. But you can rest assured it's perfectly safe. And if anything happens to me, no one's ever going to find it.
And what do you mean by that?
I mean, it moves.
It moves.
Hmm.
Do you carry it with you everywhere you go?
No. That would be foolish.
Interesting. What happens if the truth about your actions become public?
Which actions?
The ones that will breach the masquerade.
I don't believe I've done anything that breaches the masquerade.
Well, Mr. Murphy, it seems that the truth is not harmless because it is true. If it is true that you are protecting the information and evidence that you found at Stonegate, then in this domain of truth, remember that without containment, truth becomes an accelerant. You are dismissed.
Thank you, Doctor.
With that, you are led back out into the waiting room with everyone, and we rejoin our full cast and allow you guys a few moments to talk amongst each other before we go on break in the waiting room.
Kat ignored the receptionist when she told her to stop and basically like held up a cigarette and just walked out the front door. So she's still standing outside the front door, just chain smoking cigarettes, waiting for this shit to be over.
Lily's just standing inside cigarette smoke because that was very tense. I'd rather not be around the receptionist right now.
After I exited the room, I just went straight for Lily and Kat, and I just give Kat a side hug while she's smoking, and I don't say anything.
Oliver would have done as directed and taken a seat in the waiting room and kept his face forward, not acknowledging anybody or anything unless he is directed to.
Zero do after he comes out of his interview.
Zero does as he's told and sits quietly in the waiting room.
And Connor?
Yeah, same. I'm sitting in the waiting room.
I think we're all scared and deflated.
All right, Kat, you get a text message on your phone from Aoife saying I couldn't get a U-Haul, but I got a school bus.
I text back a school bus? Question mark?
It was easier, trust me. Don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions? Question mark? That's
Yeah,
not
do the-
exactly gonna give subtlety.
In and out, 10 minutes flat. You can do it.
I mean, I know I can do 10 minutes flat, but in a goddamn school bus?
It'll look like a field trip. Come on.
At night?
It's what I could get.
Kat puts the phone on silent and puts it away.
And on that note, we're going to take our 10-minute break. We will be right back, and I will see you all very shortly. 10-minute break coming up right now.
And you wear kind of a diner, uniform, diner, skirt suit. It's gonna be great.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We are back. I'm going to do a quick around the table. First, I want to give a big thank you to N, GM of Revan, for the amazing job they did. Just a big round of applause. Wonderful, Deborah McCain. All right, now those were kind of tense interrogations. So I'm going to go around the quick circle, make sure everyone's all right. Murda, you still good?
Yeah.
Excellent. Drew, how about you?
Another day in the office.
Achi,
I'm doing great. I'm excited.
Connor, Davey,
I'm good.
Nerded Art, Chels, how you doing?
Kat is shaken. Chelsea's great.
Excellent. Joshi, how you doing?
Didn't even break sweat.
Awesome. Fantastic. Excellent. One by one, the interviews ended. The same receptionist who never asked your names now avoids looking at any of you for too long. Outside the windows where you're standing, Latham is still itself. Traffic lights, office signs, wet pavement, and delivery trucks idling behind the dental practice. Nothing has exploded. No one drew a weapon. No one's been sentenced, and somehow the room inside feels worse than Elysium. Because whatever just happened to each of you happened privately enough that no one else knows about what part to be afraid of the most. You're being left to your own devices. How would you like to spend the rest of your evening?
Not here?
Yeah, I second that.
Oliver
We
would
can
probably
do
want
diner
to-
or the club, but not here.
Well, first, I don't think that we've actually been dismissed. She said to wait for the rest of us, but never that we could leave when everybody was done, so...
Oliver would likely try to touch base with his sire for a conversation if she's available. Otherwise, he would probably try to suggest everybody go to the diner.
Receptionist
This is gonna
pokes-
Do-
the receptionist
This is
pokes
gonna
heads
become-
out. So no, I'm sorry. It says Dr. McCain has left for the evening. You are free to go. She has asked that you do not share discussions with others yet as to what happened in your interviews. She will be responding to you privately with follow-ups.
All right, everybody, let's not loiter in the parking lot. Come on.
If we visit the diner too often, we're just gonna become an episode of Friends.
That was a cafe.
Yeah, you're thinking of Seinfeld. They visited the diner in Seinfeld. Or was it a deli?
It was a diner.
It was a diner in Seinfeld.
also-
It was a coffee shop in
No, it's a
Friends. God,
diner.
guys. All right.
Also,
Look.
Frasier? Frasier, I'm pretty sure it was a coffee shop. Maybe diner. We're getting off track.
Let's discuss this at the diner.
Oliver, you're on the way to the diner. You decided you were going to have a conversation with your sire. How does that go? What are you asking?
It would be to meet up and then B, to actually to meet up to have a discussion regarding history and more information about our clan and our standing within the Camarilla.
I have an interview with an Archon this evening, so that will have to wait. Perhaps we can set an appointment later on another evening. Perhaps next week during your 10-minute vignette. All right, so you're heading toward the diner. Everyone's heading toward the diner. But she says, I will be meeting with you. I just need to meet with Dr. McCain this evening. And we will discuss exactly what you wish to discuss.
Well,
as you arrive at the Westgate Diner, I'm assuming you go to again, not the Eastgate Diner, the Westgate Diner. It's late. It's not too late, but it's not too busy. There is a booth available in the back, a very large circular booth. Not the same booth that's available every time, but it is a different booth. The owner, a Greekman, lets you in, seats you, hands out menus, and then leaves and gives you space.
Anya's
Yeah.
clinging to Cat like an anxious child clings to her mother.
No, they never wipe these menus off. It's kind of disgusting.
What are you gonna
All right.
catch a disease?
Possibly.
I would die for a greasy sandwich right now, but I already died, so I can't do that.
I'm sure we can find you someone greasy later. All right.
Rat.
I have been asked to retrieve the very same box that you have been asked to inspect. So, she kind of looks around for a minute just to make sure that no one's nearby. We all working together on this one then?
We're not dropping? I thought we were dropping it.
I'm in. I'm gonna open and inspect the box, and then you can deliver it. It's perfect.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I will bring ropes. I will bring balaclavas. I will bring a one-time use photo camera. We probably should abandon our phones, so I'll bring walkie-talkies.
What box are you speaking of?
The museum box.
I was going to say, do you want to know? Because you can pretend to not know if that's better for you.
Yeah, plausible deniability might be good for you here, Oliver.
So
Connor, we're probably
what are we
going to
doing
need your help
this?
with security and cameras.
So you're gonna do this without me. If I say no, you're still doing this, right?
Probably.
That's what the balaclavas are for. We're either appearing on cameras clad in all black and unrecognizable, or you can switch off the cameras. It's up to you.
Oh my god. All right, okay. Can't believe I am saying this, but I will instruct you in the ways of B&E.
Much appreciated.
And I will help you.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Honestly, it's not that I won't
Uh-huh.
want to support the team. I think I am of absolutely no use to you on this.
I mean, you Lasombras are good with your shadow fucking sneaky shit, right?
I mean, I think everyone's good. What if we open the box and it's an alternative dimension and one of us gets sucked in? We could use muscles alone to like pull the person out.
I
Is
don't
that
know
really
how
likely?
much Setites fuck with alternate dimensions.
Well,
Wait, who said anything about Setites?
Velvet said it was important to her clan, so that's the
Oh,
only thing it could
Velvet?
mean.
Oh,
Yes,
Christ.
Velvet.
Whatever's in that box is sentient to some level because the box did speak to me. So whether it's
Also,
a magical artifact, it's a
Wait.
mummy, it's a undead person. When we're opening that box, we might need brute force to just like shut it back or to pull the person opening it back, and I'm the one that's risking my hide here.
Really, I don't mean any disrespect here because I do genuinely like you. There's no we in this. You're going to open the box if it gets opened. The rest of us aren't.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta be with all of
I
them
mean,
on that.
I told you I'll do my best to keep you from getting killed. That's about the most I can guarantee. You know, I'm like I can pull a bitch off you more than likely, but I don't know if I can do much more than that.
Yeah, but that's kind of what's needed.
Well, then we're good.
More people in this situation, more chances of survival. All I'm saying.
All right.
I
Okay.
Well, new
So we're
updates.
taking this thing out of the. How are we taking this thing away?
I was just about to get to that. So we were supposed to have a U-Haul van, but for some reason, Aoife decided that a school bus would be better.
There's literally trucks
don't.
behind buildings where we were that we could easily just take.
I don't know how to steal a van. Do you know how to steal
School
a van?
Looks over towards
I could
Connor.
probably steal you a van.
I don't. U-Haul is open. Like they're open till like midnight or something. They're not closed. Like we can go to U-Haul.
Lily, you've got like identities on the back burner. Can you rent a U-Haul under a fake name?
I mean, a new fake identity takes time to make. I could make a new fake identity in time, or I could use. But I don't want to use that one. I can possibly if they do rentals for 1 day in advance.
It's that or Anya. I know you're real persuasive with talking to people. Maybe you can convince the night guard we're bringing a field trip or something. You know,
Hey, so
we
we
had-
need to talk
we-
about this. Yay! I didn't want to talk about this. I'm not doing it.
okay.
I think
I'm
that's
sorry,
very wise.
I'm too famous. I'm too well known. I'm the only one here that's actually in the goddamn thing already, so I have a lot more to lose, and I'm not losing it. I'm so sorry.
At the same time, you are the only one of us that's the right build to pass for a schoolgirl, so if anyone's cosplaying with a school bus, it should be you.
I can't cosplay anything. Everybody
Hey.
knows my face. I get caught on like, oh, prima ballerina sighted at a U-Haul store. Why would I need a van?
Okay, first off, you're not going to a U-Haul. You'd be coming with us to the museum in the school bus, pretending to be a teacher or some shit.
So we're
Second
just
of all,
ignoring-
I love you,
I
Anya,
can
but
pretend
not
to
everyone's
be
a ballet
anything.
fan.
We're just skipping past the no U-Haul thing. It's how are you gonna get the box in the bus?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can carry it.
It's a pretty
Fine.
big box.
I'll do the dangerous thing. Anyone got a laptop?
On
What?
me?
Yeah, at the
Yes.
diner. I assume Connor does.
Yeah. The laptop is in my my little messenger bag. I pull it out. What do
U-Haul
you need?
people have a website, right? Storyteller?
You want me to
Of
go
course,
to the
absolutely.
U-Haul website?
If you want
yeah.
to book a U-Haul, you can book a U-Haul. No
Yeah.
roll net needed.
I'm booking a U-Haul using my dead name, which is the one identity that I don't normally use.
Okay, excellent. So
Okay,
you book a U-Haul with your dead name. All right, sounds good to me.
There, U-Haul secured. Everyone happy now.
More.
Better than a
Kind of
fucking
wanted to
school
ride in the
bus.
school bus, but
It was like orders of magnitude better than a school bus.
We're renting a U-Haul for the whole night. Just let's not wreck it. Okay, guys?
I think
Well,
that's a
it's
very
probably
good
insurance.
possibility.
Did buy the insurance, right?
Yes, I added extra insurance.
Okay. Well, then who cares if we wreck it? It's fine.
yeah, you got cheated then.
Well, okay, so Anya's distraction, I'm door locks, Connor's electric locks, Cat's
Sounds like
muffle.
Anya is not in this at
I'm
all.
nothing.
But yeah.
Oh no,
I'm not-
oh, okay.
I'm
Fair.
nothing. Jeez.
You really want to miss once in a lifetime opportunity to break into a museum?
Y'all are taking a lifetime opportunity to, I don't know, burn yourselves out because this is going to leak into the Camarilla in some way or another, and then
Look,
the whole
if
coterie
you-
is fucked.
If you survive until elder status, think of the bar stories that you're gonna have if you join in on museum heists.
Do you think somebody as pretty as me goes to a bar?
Well, I did
You're
see you at Cat's
That's
Bar
not
last
all the
week.
time. What do you mean?
Oh,
I don't
don't use my
want
logic against me, okay? That's not.
I don't want to throw stones or anything, but like, have you looked at this diner? You're in this
Sticky.
diner right now.
You're hanging out in a sticky diner.
Yeah, but
mean,
You
you
don't
don't have to
even
do
want to
it,
know
okay?
what's on the
Different.
surface of most things at my bar, girl.
how people
don't.
have cravings.
You don't have to do it.
I don't know, guys. I just. Okay, I'm 100% supporting you guys. I would never do anything to ruin this operation or anything like that. I just don't want to ruin what's in store for me if we get caught. Okay, I have a lot lined
I
up.
think that's understandable.
I have a lot of expectations being put upon me. Elizabeth's about to make an announcement that's gonna change how people view me entirely, and I cannot lose that opportunity. And honestly, if I get caught, I'm too famous. I don't have the advantage of not being known. I can't pretend to be anyone else but myself. So yeah, I'm not doing it. I am so sorry. But if you need money or anything, I'm your gal, but I'm not gonna be there.
Just reminds me, I have those expensive shoes you lent me. Get them back to you tomorrow.
What did you do with the shoes?
The shoes are fine, and the dress looks better now anyway.
What did you do to the dress?
Yeah, I got caught in the wheels of my e-bike.
Yeah, it's Connor's fault.
Sorry.
You know what? As I told you, Kat, when you told me this, it was a gift. It's yours. Even though it's couture. It's yours. Okay, Acer, rock it. Wear some ripped up tights with it. Some sneakers. I don't know. Just rock it, okay? It's yours. It's all yours.
Which reminds me, and I'm just gonna covertly give a folder. That's not gonna be very covert. I'm just giving a whole folder to Connor, which lent me his laptop anyway, so, you know, as I'm returning that. If you want to talk about this privately, you can, but here you go. And that's your fake documents with the name Jeremy and not Jimothy. Just so that we're clear.
Jeremy. Okay, he's gonna love that. Thanks.
It's gonna be Jeremy Turner now. It has everything: a fake birth certificate, fake passport. He can do overseas travel. It's gonna pass all the checks.
Wow. That's impressive. I don't think he's going very far, but you know, it's good to have just in case.
Look, as much as I would advise everybody here to not, a couple of you have been asked to, by sires or whatever, look into this box. Thing about being known as a coterie, as we found out at the Prince's little soiree recently, is if one of us gets caught, we're all guilt by association.
Exactly.
It's not going to matter, Anya, if you and I don't go.
I know, but I don't want to rat on anyone. I
And
don't want to be that person.
And also, I know you have a big opportunity in mind, but you said you were going to be supportive of the coterie, as did I. The whole coterie's doing it, and we're going to go down for it. We probably ought to make sure that it happens without getting us in trouble.
We're not going down for it.
I'm still not doing it. If I go down for it, fine. I can still pull a blood disco, but I'm not doing it. I am so sorry.
So speaking of doing it, what will you be doing instead, Anya?
Instead of going with them?
Instead of going with them, what will you be doing instead?
I want to start building myself a reputation. I want to start basically making people like me so that they believe Elizabeth's statement more. Basically, like, oh, vote for me for prom queen, that kind of thing.
Okay. Oliver, are you going to go? Are you going to be going with them, or are you going to do what Anya's doing and protect yourself? Which is it's totally valid too. I'm not saying that to be discriminating.
No, he's going to protect himself because he doesn't have a skill set to do this. No matter what people think the Sombra can and can't do, he doesn't.
Okay.
He's not set for this.
All right, so I'm going to focus in on the 4 who are going to be going on this little adventure real quick, and I will get back with you guys before the end of the thing. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just moving along with the plot line just a little bit. All right, so the 4 of you, I'm going to each let you make a preparedness check to have the items that you request so we don't spend a lot of time doing inventory shopping and things like that. So depending on the difficulty 3, difficulty 2, margin matters. So Murta, you're getting the U-Haul truck, correct?
I'm
You already
getting
did
U-Haul truck, balaclavas, a bloodstone, just in case the thing that lets me climb on walls, which is a magical ability. I am bringing dark clothing, walkie-talkies, a camera. Lily is like with a whole trekking backpack over here to break
Okay.
into a museum.
Mate, you got it. And you've got you've got the U-Haul. So when you go to pick up the U-Haul, I just want you to give me a intelligence plus drive check.
Oh no, I'm smart, but I don't think I can drive very well. I can drive at 1. Okay, that's 5 dice. We can do this.
Yep. Difficulty 2, you can take half if you like.
You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna take half.
All right, so you drive slowly away from the U-Haul. You try not to draw any attention to yourself. And you just do it slowly, by the book, following the laws. And you meet back up with Kat. Where do you meet back up with Kat?
I will have texted Aoife and Priya to let them know, fuck the school bus. We got a U-Haul. Can one of you drive?
Aoife goes text you back with a frowny face. What, no school bus? You know how hard it is to steal a school bus? Okay. No problem. I can drive the U-Haul. Are we still
Fantastic.
meeting at the museum?
Yes. Not
So-
at the museum. We'll pick like a parking lot of like some other nearby business where we can all kind of gather.
Also, as I'm the one that's driving the U-Haul, I will be avoiding every possible camera that I can avoid, and I'll park in like some sort of dark spot because people dressed in black with balaclavas and a giant backpack probably look sus as all hell.
Probably. Let's find out exactly how sus that looks. Let's give that. Let's see.
This is brought to you by Nerds the First Break-In.
Excellent. All right, Davey. Connor is going to be doing digital security penetration, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, but I got a couple of other things that I will be bringing with me too. I've got my laptop. I got all of my tools. I got my lock picks. I brought my own balaclava because I have one of those. And I've got a crowbar.
Crowbar, fantastic. And how about Zero?
Well, I believe that I will bring a large, dark work blanket to just kind of drape over myself as the need provides.
Okay. Excellent. So step one. It's a kitty. Step one is clearly to take down the security system, the electronic security system. How do you plan to do that, Connor?
I'm going to hack it. I'm going to turn off the cameras. I'm going to open any electronic locks in the building. And I'm going to make sure while I'm in there that there are no guards. If there are, I'll find out where their locations are, how to avoid them best. I would like to, if there's a possibility of, actually no, there's probably no possibility I can hunt before this.
Unfortunately not.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do this on 3 hunger then. That sounds like a great idea.
This sounds stellar.
After Zero helps us
Yeah.
get in, I will ask Zero to come with us because I just realized that we will want to hold the box out of the museum, and me and Kat holding it alone might be a bit of a strength check.
I mean, how much strength is required to haul this box?
Well, it's clearly got a people in it.
I mean, we know it's like a desiccated corpse, so it can't be that heavy.
Oh, it's sarcophagus.
got, like-
It's going to be heavy.
He got
The whole
buried with,
sarcophagus? Can I just take out what's in it?
You can do whatever you like. All right, so Connor,
Oh,
you are
Lord.
going to attempt your penetration testing, but first you need to find an access point in there. So you need to do some social engineering. That means you're going to have to dig through some garbage real quick. Go ahead.
Can I not do it remotely?
Well, you have to find your access point. So it's going to be, we're going to do a multi-prong. We're going to start with your social engineering. So that is going to get, that is going to give me a manipulation plus streetwise check.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, difficulty 2.
Can I help?
I guess
Can I help?
I guess I'm rousing for that. I'm gonna rouse. I'm better. Okay, good. I don't get hungrier. Right, that means I have got 3 dice instead of just 1.
Okay.
And they're all
No.
hunger dice.
Two.
I will take anyone who has streetwise to help.
I can assist.
I can assist.
So does that mean I get 2 more dice, Zed?
Get 2 more dice, yes.
Or just all right. Here we go. That is 1 success. I'm going to re-roll 1 dice in hope of hitting that 2. And I do.
Get your 2 successes. With the help of Zero and Cat, you overturn a couple garbage cans. And you find a Post-it note with some gum attached to it that's been thrown out. And on this note, you find the contents of a password and a login.
The keys to the kingdom.
Giving you keys to some part of the kingdom, yes.
That's all I need.
All right, now I'm gonna have you give me. This is not a very difficult place to get into now that you have the keys to the kingdom. I'm gonna have you make an intelligence plus technology roll, difficulty 3. Margin does matter, but difficulty 3 to break into the system, so you can get to a console that you can turn on. You can use this information on. Would you like to take half?
No, I'll crit instead.
You will crit instead, and not a messy critical either. So you instantly, upon logging in and getting the information in, you turn the computer on, click, and you get access to the security channels. And it's not super sophisticated, but it is sophisticated enough that it's got enough cameras that cover the entire museum. And there are guards.
All right. How many guards are we talking?
There are 3 guards, and they are on patrol.
Okay.
They seem to be communicating through cell phone.
Cell phone, and as opposed to walkie-talkies.
As opposed to walkie-talkies, yes.
Interesting. Okay. Is there a way I can track their cell phones?
And you track their cell phones. Give me an intelligence plus technology test to see if you've brought a scanner. To see if you've brought an appropriate cell phone tower scanner. Intelligence plus technology, difficulty 4.
I can just take half for that.
All right, then you have brought your your cell phone scanner with you. Yes, so you can track their cell phone their calls between each other.
Great. Okay. I'll be turning off all the cameras. And are the locks on the outside electronic or are they manual?
They are manual.
Okay. I'll be turning off any electronic locks within the building.
Okay.
But as for the manual, either me or Zero is going to have to jimmy that, I think. Or maybe not like obviously like a front entrance, but like a side entrance or something.
Well, there's the loading dock that you could probably back a truck right up to.
Ooh, that's a great
We
idea.
need it if we want to get the sarcophagus out of the museum anyway.
That
We wanna
sounds like the best idea.
We want to have the U-Haul wait a few blocks away and then wait for us to radio them to bring the vehicle to the loading dock. We don't want that vehicle just sitting outside at the loading dock for as long as
Right.
it's going to take.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
Yeah. So we're going to have them stay parked at the location. We're going to go to the museum on foot from there.
If we pull this off, let's drive halfway between where you're supposed to like drop off the sarcophagus. Stop at like in the middle of the woods, and you guys get out, and then I open the sarcophagus.
We should probably take the sarcophagus out of the U-Haul entirely before we open it, but yes.
Wait, or you're going to lose your deposit. Who is driving the U-Haul? Is somebody waiting with the U-Haul?
Aoife, right? Right, God?
Aoife the Anarch, yes.
Okay.
Oh, good for her. All right, great. Yeah, so I guess we're going in then.
Kat will have brought her baseball bat. She's wearing like a big oversized black hoodie that she has over her hair and like one of the medical N95 masks to like cover her face.
I have a full on like
a-
IRA balaclava on.
Yeah, I have a balaclava. I'm dressed in like full black, giant military backpack on my back. I look very out of place, like I've never done a heist before because I've never done a heist before.
Yeah, Zero is wearing the balaclava and has the blanket just kind of draped around his shoulders like a cloak.
Right, so you're going to the physical lock, correct, Zero?
Yes, sir.
All right. So why don't you start by giving me a larceny plus dexterity check.
I can help with
Difficulty
that.
3. Margin matters.
Difficulty. I'm gonna rouse,
I can also help
Okay.
with larceny roll.
and I do not get hungrier, and I'm getting 2 dice for assistance.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Da, 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 da.
Here's your-
I'm gonna re-roll 3 of those.
Please do.
So 5 successes.
5 successes. You only needed 3, so that's fantastic. So you pop open the lock on the door. The alarm does not go off as you manage to trip the wire connecting to the electrical system, and the door swings open. Now you're opening the door to the back,
forgot.
correct, or the front?
This was the loading dock.
Loading dock, yes. Okay, so the loading dock opens, lifts up, but you do it very quietly, leaving.
We'd only want to lift it enough that
Sorry,
we
can
can.
I have turned off the alarm too?
Yep. All right. So, Kat, Lily, you now have time. What are you doing?
I will be using Sense the Unseen to make sure
Okay.
that we definitely find the right museum box, just in case they made like a secondary fake one. You can't trick me like that. It has to be the right one.
Okay. All right. So, activate Sense the Unseen.
Forgot to roll for it.
I don't have it pulled up either. I should have it pulled up.
Wit/resolve plus aspects. Okay. That will be 4. Oof. I'm gonna re-roll 2 of those.
Okay.
Whoops, that wasn't the right button, but
Even better. No, it wasn't the right button. So, yeah, because you would not. Yeah, re-roll that one red one. Because there's no way you'd be rolling a hunger dice.
yeah,
Making it worse on yourself.
I picked a roll again thing. Is there no re-roll function in this?
Yeah, yep, there sure is. But no, not like that. So let me roll 2 of those dice for you. There you go. All right, so yeah, your total number of successes. Fantastic. All right, so you're moving through the museum toward the Egyptian room again. Kat, Dave, Connor, you noticed on the cameras that you've turned off. You cannot see the guards anymore because you've turned off the cameras.
Yeah, but okay. So what I was trying to get at with the tracking thing is knowing where they are from where their cell phones are.
Okay, so what you see is
Or am I just doing something like?
You're seeing big blobs moving around in the thing, but no real differentiation between them. They're pinging off they're all pinging off the same cell phone towers. I thought you were trying to see if they were communicating with one another.
No, you make You make perfect sense. I have just played too many video games.
All right, Cat. Lily, you're wandering through the museum. I want you to make. Go ahead, Zero.
So I presume we'd bring Zero with us.
Yeah, as we're creeping, I would like to have heightened senses up and just be paying the fuck attention.
Okay, you're paying attention. Fantastic. I'll have you make this roll. I'll have you make a wits plus awareness roll plus your aspects. Because you have
And
an active.
vigilance.
And vigilance, yep.
Cool beans.
See if you can't spot the guards. Or they can spot you.
Well, I'll be re-rolling that.
Yes, you will.
God damn you, werewolf players taking all of our luck.
All right, now I'm going to roll his dice.
What even?
Okay,
Is
so
this card supernatural?
So the guard, not only does the guard turn and spot you, but your compulsion comes into effect. Your need to know secrets. So as you're walking around the corner, a guard turns and looks around the corner and goes, "What the hell is going on here? Who are you?" Cat, what do you do?
Before he gets...
Can I use my rapid... Oh, I don't know if rapid reflexes works that way. I'm not too familiar with. Can I use it to get up on him quickly and just hit him with the baseball bat? Can I just hit him with the baseball bat?
Yes, you can hit him with a baseball bat.
I'm gonna hit him with a baseball bat.
All right, so roll your strength plus brawl.
Oh, sorry. Strength plus melee, right?
Strength plus melee, you're correct. I apologize. Strength plus melee.
Okay, thank you. No, you're fine. I am going to rouse.
Okay.
I do not get hungrier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Is that how that works? Sorry, strength plus melee is 4 plus 2 is 6, and that is 6. Okay.
All right, would you like to re-roll one of those dice to knock him out? If you get
Yes,
one more
I can do
success,
that.
you will knock him out. And you can roll one more of those dice.
And he's
All right.
unconscious.
He's unconscious. He hits the ground. You do not crack his skull open because you did not get a messy crit. And he just slumps to the ground. Neck a little awkwardly to the side, but he's breathing.
He's just kind of holding her baseball bat like, sorry, buddy. I did not want to do that.
Lily's just gonna whisper, better than my plan to just activate legs of the insect, run on the ceiling, and tell them that they're hallucinating.
Well,
Now
I
you have
guess,
Go ahead, sorry.
well, I guess this has a purpose now, and Zero will drape the blanket over the body.
I'm gonna be like, no, save the blanket. We might need it for the sarcophagus. And she's gonna like try and drag the body into like a dark corner and just like shove it.
Well,
Shove it into the corner.
like a broom closet or something?
Exactly.
Are we playing Hitman now where we're like, where's the nearest garbage bin dump?
Yep.
We take his uniform.
Give me a dexterity plus stealth check, Cat. See how well you hide the body. Difficulty 3.
Oh no. Can anyone else assist me with this? I have no stealth. I'm not stealthy.
I can assist. I can make the roll.
I'm pretty stealthy.
Can Zero
What was
hide
the
the
roll?
body instead?
You can, but it was your idea to hide it, so I was letting you go roll with it.
To be fair, it was his idea to hide it with a blanket. I said, no, let's hide it better than that. And he suggested a broom closet.
2 dexterity and 0 stealth. It will be even worse if it's me.
Yeah, I've got 2 decks. That's it. I'm not
I'll roll
sneaky.
6. I can roll it.
Was that?
I don't think you're with us right now, Connor.
Am I? I don't know.
I
Am
don't
I?
think.
You're inside the
Okay, am I in the van?
camera room, I assume. Wherever you're controlling the cameras from. You're the
I thought you were the man,
Oh,
man
okay.
in chairing it.
Oh, I'm man in the cheering it. Okay, actually, you know what? Yes. Okay, fine. I'm not there, so that's fine.
I'll roll it.
All right.
There we go.
All right. So you stuff the body in a room, and you open the door. It's not quite a broom closet, but it's a storage closet. And you shove the body in there, and you close it up. And you lock it up, or do you just keep him unlocked so he can get out later?
Well,
Right, so I'm assuming. Go ahead.
Pocket.
I suggest not locking it just in case he needs medical emergency later, and then like you get in the news that it's like
He's
a guard
fine.
has
If he
been
comes
blocking
to,
it.
it's going to be more of a problem. Lock the damn door.
Okay, lock
He'll
the
get
door.
out in the morning.
Lock the door.
Right, so as you lock the door and you begin moving toward the storage area where you thought they moved the crate, you come across a locked door that leads to the storage area. You're going to need to break this lock to get through.
Come on, Masquerade, your time to shine again. You're carrying this whole mission right now.
I can assist with the larceny.
Dexterity larceny.
Strength larceny this time.
Oh,
Strength
strength larceny. In
Strength
which case,
larceny.
I might be able to do it. But
It's the kind of lock you have to force open.
I can force that door.
You want to just break it?
Sure, I'll break the door. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna rouse again. And because I have fluent strength, I get to re-roll that rouse check. I still get hungrier. Now I'm at hunger 4. Yay! 1, 2, 3, 4. Strength plus. Okay, so hold on. That's 5, 7. 7 dice.
And
Are you
check?
fucking kidding me? Okay, willpower.
Oh, wow.
I'm just like, I
That
can
is,
break that door. I blame the
DC
wolves.
failure.
Runs up
No,
to
it's just
kick
a
the door.
failure.
She runs up to kick the door, and she's with all her might. She launches her foot into it, and it doesn't do anything except make a large ruckus.
I will also add that
In
I
the
just fall
museum.
flat on my ass.
Well, we gotta be fast now, and I try to pick the door, I guess.
All right, give me your dexterity plus larceny check. Difficulty 4 to, and you get it, and quickly too. You slip your implements in, and you pop it, and the door just gently eases open.
Kat's still on her ass on the floor, and she goes, "Well, god damn it!"
It's okay, we've all been there. Let's just, we gotta be fast now. We made noise.
Okay, Lily's eyes are really big, and she's looking for the faint traces of the ward around in the boxes. So, no decoy sarcophagus. So, do I see anything?
Oh,
in the
now
storage
you
room?
notice that you're in an area where you think you should be able to see anything. That maybe you did not get enough successes on
God
your
damn
roll,
it.
and you cannot find a difference between any of the crates other than looking at the mortal records on them.
I in that case, because sarcophagus has spoken to me before, I'm gonna be running around, gently knocking on the crates, going, "Hello, hello."
Okay, so I don't even know what I'm gonna have you do.
Are you fucking serious right now?
I'm being very quiet with my hellos. It's just like knock, 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 hello.
I'm being very quiet with my hellos.
Give me a wits plus academics check.
Okay.
Since you're doing it quick, difficulty 3.
I have 6. Can I take half?
You can take half, yes. Not only are you walking around going, hello, hello, you're looking at the manifests as you're going from box to box. And you find one that says Grand Giza Museum, 9th century sarcophagus, unknown dynasty, unknown time frame. And you recognize it as the same material as on the last box.
Just to be sure, I'm still gonna ask the sarcophagus, "Are you in there?"
It does not respond to you. Nothing responds to you.
I will tell Kat this is potentially the right one. Potentially.
Does it look like the one that? Does it look like the one that was interviewing me?
It's just it's a crated box. It's a crate. It's a long 6-foot by crate. There's something in the crate that you guys haven't even opened it up yet.
How many crates are in this room?
There's no other crates this size and shape. There are other crates, but this is the only crate that fits the requirements of what you were thinking of.
Well, it's gotta be this one, right?
It's not talking today, and my magic has failed, so I don't know if this is the worded one or not, but it is the only one that's correct according to the manifesto and size and shape. So at the very least, we're gonna deliver something. So let's get this crate out.
Kat snatches the manifest out of Lily's hand real quick, and she goes, "Sarcophagus, Egypt. Yeah, that sounds like some creepy Setite shit. Let's go."
Well, let's grab this thing and go. Somebody keep watch. I guess not to be presumptuous, but are you Lily? You're a wizard, right? So you should be on watch, and I should be grabbing the box.
Yes. Anyway, find the wheelie, because I don't think that you're gonna have enough strength to just hold that box by yourself.
Is there a dolly of some sort of rolling dolly we can put this thing on?
There is a rolling dolly you could actually get this thing on.
Fantastic. Let's do that.
All right, Lily, you grab that dolly, and we'll grab the box, and we'll get it up there.
I'm grabbing the dolly as fast as I can, and I'm wheeling it to the sarcophagus.
While this is going on, and you're watching the cell phone, the cell tracker, you start seeing pinging going on between the dots. They are communicating, and there's one that is not communicating back.
Okay. I'll get the walkie-talkie out. Guys, the guards are talking to one another. They have figured out that one of them is not answering, so you better get out if they're quick.
Let's go.
Can I trigger an alarm at the other side of the building to draw the guards away from them?
Absolutely. You can absolutely try to do that. I'm going to have you, because you're not too familiar with the system, I'm going to have you give me a dexterity plus technology test. Difficulty 3.
I can do that. My security will definitely work, right? Security spec?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Okay. All right. What was that difficulty?
3.
And that's what I got.
That is what you got. So just as they begin wheeling the crate out of the back room, an alarm goes off on the other side of the alarm in the building goes off. For those of you on the inside.
Just run faster.
Yeah, moving quickly.
That was me. They should be going to the other side of the building.
I'm going to be calling Aoife on the walkie saying, bring the truck, bring it to the back right now. We're moving right now.
Right. So, Connor, Joshy, make me a dexterity plus stealth check. -2 because you're wheeling this big thing through the hallways. Difficulty 3.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's
That
3.
is-
Yeah, okay.
That is 3 successes. You do not run into any more guards as you are booking it through the hallways of this museum, pushing this crate. All of a sudden, you hear a crash, a massive crash, as the U-Haul, Connor, you see the U-Haul crashes through the fencing around the back, taking it down and driving all the way up into the loading dock.
So fucking subtle.
Are you fucking kidding me, Aoife? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay,
At least
so
it's
we're
not
just trying to
still
get this. We're just trying to get this sarcophagus, this crate, into the back of U-Haul as quickly as possible.
I think we take the dolly too.
Yes, with the dolly. Yes, the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing. We're running off the edge of the loading dock into
And
the
putting
back
the
of
ramp
U-Haul,
down, and we're running into the U-Haul.
Yeah, and we're all like holding in there and like closing the doors and being like, go, go, go,
I
go.
picture Lily's just on top of the crate, like, go!
As soon as you bang on the back of the front of the U-Haul, it starts picking up and takes off, and you begin sliding on the inside because there's a little bit of carpeting, and you hit a couple hard turns, and you manage to stay on your feet. What do you do now that you are in the back with this crate?
We want to stop in between our delivery place, wherever Cat's supposed to take it, and where we are right now. Somewhere out of the way, somewhere we can't be seen, preferably probably a wooded area. And we want to hold that sarcophagus out of the truck and just open it to document what's inside of it somewhere where hopefully it doesn't explode or, cause issues.
Agreed. We need a secluded, wooded area, and then we will take it to, I'm guessing, the, the fuse box. There we go, the fuse box. Took me a minute.
Yeah.
Connor, are you
if we
following?
can-
Are you following it on your e-bike? The U-Haul.
Oh, I think I got in the van, didn't I?
Okay,
I would have run
van.
out and joined them.
Perfect, excellent.
But
Awesome.
that would be even worse. Imagine poor little Connor. He's literally E5 behind.
No, I didn't bring the e-bike this time. I'm with you guys in a real vehicle.
Okay, excellent. All
Hey,
right,
we'll go out of town if we have to go out of town.
Aoife doesn't bring you out of town, but the trip from Albany to the fuse box, it does take a long 787. So, but unfortunately, one of the off ramps is completely closed due to some events from last night. So you have to take the long way around. And when you finally
We'll
get
find
to
I would say perfect. While we're on the long way around, we'll find a nice quiet spot without any cameras where we can pop this open.
Aoife drives you into a fueling an old fueling depot that's been closed for a while, and you can tell it's been closed for a while because it still says gas is at $2.45 a gallon.
Mm.
Oh man, it's been closed for like a decade then. Shit. Like more than a decade.
She pulls over and she stops the vehicle and gives you the opportunity you were looking for. Now the crate is sealed, so you're gonna have to open the crate first.
I brought a crowbar.
You did bring a crowbar.
Oh snap!
So we'll wheel this
Let's
thing out of the
crowbar.
back of the U-Haul, and I'm going to stand back a few feet while Lily opens this crate.
Yeah, I'm not anywhere near that crate right now.
Lily does not have immaculate strength, but she'll try to crowbar the crate.
What is Lily's strength?
Lily's strength is 1.
Lily cannot open the crate as she tries with the crowbar. It does not. She does not have the strength to remove the nails and to open. So someone else is going to have to do it for her.
I need a man.
Kat just holds her hand out and she's like, I hope this doesn't go like earlier.
I handed it over.
Okay,
Kat,
strength
with your strength
3.
Yep, with your strength, you easily pop the lid off the crate, and when you pop the lid off, it falls over, and inside is a very large, heavy, 6-foot-long sarcophagi with very ornate, very, very ornate carvings and engravings over the entire structure.
Lenny will take some screenshots of the sarcophagus itself and then will futilely attempt to push the lid off the top of the sarcophagus off the rest of the sarcophagus.
I suppose your sire isn't fine with just getting pictures of what's inside the box in this sense.
No,
do we have
wait. We need to unbox the box that's inside the box, I believe.
But do we have to?
We kind of do.
Can Kat do it at strength 3?
Hope isn't cursed.
You can lift it at strength 3.
All right. I will very carefully remove the lid and set it to the side. I would like Velvet to think that we did not fuck with this box too much, if at all.
As you begin to lift it, you hear a hiss.
I don't like that, guys.
As if something is escaping the seal. It only lasts for a few moments. It's a puff of air.
I don't like this, guys.
And as you remove the top, and do you set it gently, or do you?
No, I'm gentle.
You gently put the top down so as not to smash it. Inside, the sarcophagus is all but empty, except for a figure. A stone figure shaped with an animal head that you don't quite recognize. It's roughly it's a canoptic jar.
I'm taking pictures of the jar. Can I unjar the jar?
You can unjar the jar.
There's gonna be a heart or some shit in there. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I very carefully, slowly unjar the jar.
Kat's
When
like backing up a couple steps as you do this.
When you sort of unscrew the jar a little bit to move it, there's another hiss. And you remove the animal head and reveal a heart.
I called it. There's some creepy ass shit in there.
Cool.
Just close it up so we can get out of here.
I'm gonna take a picture of it, and then I'm gonna rejar the jar, and then we're gonna re-sarcophagus the sarcophagus.
I'm not sure it works that way.
I mean, what? If you found the jar inside a heart inside of jar, surely you can put on the top of the jar back onto the heart. It's not like the heart's itself gonna move or go anywhere.
I've heard of some old fucking vampires doing creepy shit like this. It's best if we just put it back the way we found it.
Yeah, I mean, the faster we get it to Velvet, the faster we get it not in our possession. Huh?
Agreed.
My curiosity stayed.
I'm thinking. I can't inspect it. Does it? I know occult shit. So like, does this look magical? Does this look as something that I would know? Like, I need to write a report on this later on. So like,
obviously,
what do I write?
Obviously, because this has supposedly been sealed since the 9th century. That heart still looks fresh and not shriveled up, and it still looks wet and juicy, and it would be beating if it could. It's a pretty well preserved heart in a dusty old canoptic jar.
We probably shouldn't eat it, and we shouldn't bleed on it. So definitely taking pictures of it. Do I know anything about the jar? I mean, considering that it had like
absolutely. Why don't you
symbolism.
give me a wits plus occult check, difficulty 4. Margin does matter. That is 4 successes. The head of the beast of this canoptic jar represents the Old Kingdom representation of Set, this god of chaos. It's not an animal that really exists in real life, but it's always been a very strange animal that represents Set. Except go ahead.
Are we supposed to interpret it as like Set is guarding against this heart, or is this like a remnant of Set?
I was actually getting toward that. It's you don't speak Egyptian, and you don't speak hieroglyphics, but this is covered in hieroglyphics that you have seen before in your studies. Gabriel and Dr. Griffin are going to be able to translate this with your pictures pretty easily. But you have a feeling that this is not guarded by Set. This is of Set. It seems to be the implications of the occult implications.
I don't suppose the jar has any hidey holes inside the jar, like secret compartments or anything like that.
Good question. Why don't you give me a wits plus investigation check? On the side of the road, they're messing with stuff on the side of the road.
Really, really fast as well.
Very good, very good. You do find that's only 2 successes. I thought that was more. You do not find any kind of extra chambers or anything unless you want to spend the willpower and reroll 3 of those.
I'll spend the willpower, and this time I will properly only reroll the 3.
You got 3 successes, which is what you needed. You also find an indentation near the back of the heart. You'd have to move the heart to get to what's back there. You'd have to actually pick up the heart, pull it out of the jar. But you can see that there is a glass vial.
Oh god, do I have a stick or something that I could just like jam underneath the heart in order to not pick it up with my own fingies?
You're gonna poke it with a stick.
Oh
yes,
I thought we agreed that we were putting the jar back and going.
There's something underneath it. I need to take a picture of this, but for that I need to hold the heart, and I don't want to hold it with my own hands. So does anyone have a stick or something that we could like use to prop up the heart?
And I literally just like pick up a stick off the side of the road and hand it to her. Here's a dirty ass stick that I picked up out of the dirt.
I'm gonna use the stick like not as a fork, but more like as a spoon to kind of like spoon the heart from underneath and like lift it.
Zero's gonna go sit in the U-Haul.
Give me a dexterity plus larceny check there, Lily.
Oh god damn
Roll for desecration.
I can lend her a larceny. I'm over her shoulder being like, yeah, tip it that way. Yeah.
Can I get an extra
Yes,
thing
from Cat. Yep.
We have 3 dice in total, pray.
You might want to re-roll those too.
Although,
I will re-roll those too.
yeah.
All right, so you managed not to drop the heart out of the canoptic jar, but it almost falls out, and you reach out and you grab it with your free hand. So you have the bloody heart on your hand, regardless, but you're able to see underneath, and there's a vial of blood tucked away in a compartment.
Can I steal it and replace with a bloodstone so that I can track this later on?
If you want, absolutely.
Lily would absolutely like to pocket that and bring that back to the chantry.
Okay, excellent. What does everyone else do when they see Lily replacing doing that?
I'm going to turn around and be like, I did not see nothing. I saw nothing just now. I want nothing to do with this. Plausible deniability. I'm looking at Aoife and I'm saying, you didn't see shit.
I'm sitting in the U-Haul again. I am not outside for this. I am not a part of this scene. I am not in this scene anymore.
So are you taking the entire sarcophagus to Velvet or just the jar?
The whole sarcophagus.
No. We're
put everything back.
Yeah, we're gonna put everything back, except that now instead of a vial, there's a bloodstone so that I can figure out where this thing, is, if my sire ever wants me to steal it again. And then we're gonna reassemble the sarcophagus and pretend that we never fucked with it. I will also wipe off the heart juices onto a napkin, and I'm gonna fold that napkin and bring that to the chantry as well.
Okay. Heart juice.
Girl,
love it.
You better get lost before I get this to Velvet.
Oh, we've had a successful heist. You've brought said jar to Velvet. Who brings it to Velvet? Is it just you, Kat?
I would definitely go if anyone else wants to come with, that's fine, but I was the only one tasked with this, so I'm not sure how she's gonna feel about that. So
you can drop me off at an underpass on the way.
I'm gonna just, I don't know, hitchhike back home or something.
Get a ride on Connor's e-bike, it's real comfy.
Yeah, my e-bike is in the U-Haul. I'm just going to take it out.
Gabriel, in very quick succession, soon is going to have a disposable camera on his table together with a vial of mystery liquid and a bloody napkin.
Interesting. Taste of blood, process for images, and taste of blood. He catalogs everything. He puts it to the side. Kat, when you arrive at Velvet's at the fuse box, you don't. I assume you don't carry a sarcophagus in on a dolly and just deposit it there, do you?
I mean, I kind of want to, but I guess not.
Just take the crate and dump it and walk out.
I'd really just like to slide that thing off the truck into the back loading area of the bar and be like, done.
Okay.
Deuces.
You can do that if you like. Excellent. So you do that and you drive away. You've accomplished your missions. I hate to use the term, but you've accomplished your tasks for this evening. As we cut to the sun begins to rise, you begin to fall asleep in your havens. The night has gone. You've survived your interviews with the Archon, but we have not seen the results, therefore, of either of them. Those will be coming shortly. I'd like to call game here with a successful Egyptian heist that we did. So thank you, and I'm going to go around the circle. I'm going to ask you what you liked, what you didn't like, your favorite role play, and your favorite scene for the evening was. And we're going to start with Lily, and tell us where we can find you as well. So Murda, you go first.
Hello, I'm Murta000 on YouTube. I do gaming stuff, a lot of Infinity Nikki as well. I really liked our guest today. She was incredibly menacing, so I think we should give her a lot of props for great roleplay. I really appreciate Kat being a team player and failing to kick in the door. That was a spectacular scene. And Connor and Zero absolutely carried the party. This has been a blast. There was absolutely nothing that I didn't like, though I am kind of upset that we couldn't bring our full coterie, even though I know that the other players wanted to not be a liability, but I want to share in the joy, is what I'm trying to say.
And the larceny.
And the larceny.
Don't larceny is joy.
The joy was great. I got to watch it all. It was fine.
All right, Drew. Tell us what you like, didn't like, favorite scene, favorite roleplay, and where we can find you.
Hey everybody, I'm Drew. I really liked the opening scene with the Archon. Like, that was very, very, very well done. GM Revan was awesome. The way you had it scripted out, Zed, amazing. It brought intensity to the very opening of the game, which was great, especially considering the shenanigans at the end of the game. Favorite scene, honestly, at the end, sitting there, pulling a jar out, opening, digging around with a stick. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. And favorite roleplay was probably, honestly, Connor's time with the Archon. I thought that was, the firing back of is like watching a old-fashioned game of Battleship between questions back and forth, back and forth. What I didn't like is that I couldn't bring myself to go because I would have been such a liability, but I'm glad that everybody had a successful time on that, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. You can find me several places. You can find me here on Monday nights. You can find me on Sundays on the Cat's Meows channel, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, doing Hunters Hunted, The Papal Conspiracy. And then you can find me on Ticking Time Bob Gaming later that night, roughly 10:30 p.m. Eastern, doing Pendragon. Might have some other things in the works soon. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Excellent. Oh, I misspelled Ticking Time Bob Gaming. Oh, okay, we'll get that. We'll fix that next time. All right, that brings us to Anya. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, favorite roleplay, favorite scene, and where we can find you.
Okay, so the Archon scenes for me were just amazing. Gem of Raven was so good. I was actually terrified for most of it. My heart was beating out of my chest for everyone, just not only for myself. Those were just amazing scenes to watch. The roleplay was top notch. I really loved it. I have to give favorite roleplay to Lily speaking to the box. That was perfect for me. It hit all the sweet spots. It was amazing. I had so much fun. And everyone overall just did a really good job, especially with their own little individual scenes. And the heist was so chaotic, but so good. I really loved watching it. I really, truly apologize for not being there, but same as Drew, I had my reasons. I think I would have been a liability, but it was so fun to watch. I had a lot of fun watching it. And I'm just super proud of everyone here. And I feel like this campaign has been amazing, and I'm just so happy to be here. And if y'all want to find me, I'm mostly Good Witch Nachi on everything.
Excellent. Davey, tell me what you like, didn't like, favorite roleplay, favorite scene.
I like getting raked over the coals by Dr. McCain. That was great. Every single one of those scenes was fantastic in its own way. But props to GM of Revan. That was so good. Really, very, very menacing, as Marta said. Favorite roleplay. If not that, then just Cat's exasperation at like a school bus. You got me a school bus, really? And you can find me here on Mondays, and you want to follow me on Blue Sky. Where's Bowski7 is my handle there. Other than that, I don't really anywhere else.
Excellent. That brings us to Nerded Art. Tell us who you are. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't like, your favorite roleplay, favorite scene, and where we can find you.
Well, I loved everything. Nothing I didn't like. GM of Revan, I gotta give her props like everyone else. She was perfectly terrifying and did an amazing job. Favorite roleplay of the night? I think I'm actually gonna give it to Aoife for agreeing to be our driver and then just deciding to crash through the fucking fence. Like, Good job, Aoife. Good job. Yeah, other than that, excited for next week. You can find me here every Monday playing Vampire. Hopefully soon we're going to get some Marvel multiverse going, and you can find me on Instagram as Nerdedart.
Excellent. And that brings us to Joshy. Tell me what you like, didn't like, favorite roleplay, favorite scene, and where we can find you, buddy.
Yeah, just to echo everything everybody said, GM of Revan was so good. The scenes were very menacing and calculated and interesting and pointed. The heist was way too chaotic, and the dice just decided that, you know, sometimes even if you're a really good sneaky guy, sometimes you get sneak up on. That happens sometimes. You take us back at vigilance, and it doesn't always matter. Favorite roleplay is Anya just be like, the whole time Anya was with the Archon, I was like, girl, what are you doing? You're being way too catty with this Archon. It's not okay. And then I'm really just Joshy everywhere that I exist, and also here on Mondays.
Awesome. Joshy, all of you are just a joy to have at this table. I'm going to take my time, what I liked, didn't like, favorite roleplay, favorite scene, to gush about how good you guys are. It was a rough week for me, but you guys made it all the much better with all your activity. Like I said, the activity is never necessary, but the fact that you do it anyway is just awesome to watch and to observe. For those who don't know, our Discord is popping during the week with vampire shenanigans. You definitely got to check them out. Definitely got to check that out when what they're doing during the week. It's amazing stuff. My favorite scene tonight was I really loved all the GM of Revan interviews. I could have done them, but I think she brought something to it that I could not even come close to having emulated. And she was scarier than the way I portrayed her in No Other Dam. So I'm very, 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 very happy with the way that came out. My favorite scene was I really, really loved the heist. I thought it was great, and it went well. There was some bumps along the way, but nothing went crazy, so that's great. Where you can find me here doing this, and occasionally with other guests. I'm not on any other guest show right now, but on Monday and Saturdays, we run games, Werewolf the Apocalypse on Saturdays and Vampire the Masquerade on Mondays. Everybody, please stick around for the raid. We're going to go see Mortal Rolls, and I'm going to send this out right now and start those credits. See, 3 XP for everyone, and there were no stains tonight, so we don't have to deal with any of that business. So here we go.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Have a great night.
Have a great night, everybody.